Hello everybody and welcome to another special edition of Bill Chase Movies, and this is the 10 worst films of the year. And a little disclaimer to everybody, obviously not everybody's going to agree with me, this is just my one opinion as one critic, and that's all it is. I'd actually like to hear from you guys what your best and worst of the year was. Put it on my Facebook group or send me feedback here on YouTube or whatever. I'd like to definitely discuss it with you. Alright, so we're going to start off with the 10 worst here, and now we're going to start off with number 10. Of course, we're going to count down number 1, and number 10 worst film of the year is Cop Out. Now, I mentioned on my 10 best special that obviously as a special jury prize, even though it didn't make the list, the other guys, Buddy Cop film was one of the best comedies of the year. You know, it didn't make my 10 best, but this is one of the worst buddy comedies of the year. And thankfully Tracy Morgan, and of course it stars Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis, he was able to redeem himself from this garbage with a funny performance in Death at a Funeral later in the year. But Bruce Willis really falls flatter than he ever could with this horrible excuse for a buddy cop film. And it seems as though the latest from Kevin Smith is begging us, it's like it's begging us to laugh at it, particularly on its knees. But my laughter came after the film, realizing I just wasted several minutes of my life watching it. Kevin Smith may be getting to the point where he really just can be out of touch with what's going on. I mentioned that another director, my last show, James L. Brooks, who directed the romantic comedy How Do You Know, is really starting to just get out of touch with it, whatever it may be, but he's just getting out of touch. Smith has made some brilliant comedies in the past, and with foul language and raunch that is really, but it's been used with substance and energy and wit. That is what made his film so special. This film is just nothing but foulness and nothing else. This isn't to say that Morgan and Willis don't try, but they deserve a lot better than this trite piece of crap. This is not a type of movie where you go into thinking, oh, I just want some cheap sight gags. No, you want to see Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan actually be funny. That is what we want in this film. But sadly, we do not get it with Cop Out whatsoever. Mr. Smith, better luck next time, pal. I mean that because I do like you. I really do. Alright, the number 9 worst film of the year is Skyline, and picture it if you will. Independence Day, condensed, without a plot, and mostly character actors and mostly subpar ones at that in those roles. That's what Skyline is. This film is boring. Outside of a few neat looking, I guess you'd say, neat looking scenes, it fails to even attempt to really be a movie. It just fails to even try. They just, let's throw up a bunch of special effects, get some, actors who won't demand a high paycheck, which sometimes might be a smart strategy. But they try to get us to, they try to draw us in. They don't even really actually they don't try to draw us in. It's like somebody went for a quick fix, hoping for a decent opening weekend and successful rental sales, much like many films like that of this are trying to do. Now, calling this film feeble would even enrage the late Ed Wood, and he'd come back from the grave and tell me never to compare this junk to one of his movies. I know that the world is full of cheap, sweetened up films without any redeeming value, but at least in Twilight's defense, it makes an attempt despite failing several times. This film cannot be bothered with any effort of any kind, and that really just makes me upset. So there you have it. We're starting off number 10 and 9 of the worst.